Good afternoon on this finally pleasant Sunday afternoon. Welcome to Grabs TV's Opinion Line. I am your host, the Matty Man. Normally, you may hear me way more electrified than I normally am right now, but this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. That's professional wrestling. There have been some accusations leveled that I actually want to see certain things fail and certain things succeed. There are plenty of things I don't like about the WWE. There are some things I don't like about AEW. There are some things I don't like about CMLL. There are some things I don't like about AAA, and Conan is actually someone who follows me, by the way. There are some things I don't like about Stardom. There are some things I don't like about New Japan Pro Wrestling. There are some things I don't like about Ring of Honor. There's a lot of things I don't like about Noah and Marigold. There are a few things I don't like about Stardom. There are a few things I don't like about the British pro indie scene. I don't want anything to fail. So I don't want anybody to get it twisted. When I make a comment, it's because something's going off the rail. I've been watching, promoting, participating, and being a fan of wrestling for roughly about 43 years. Yes, I am old. Who gives a shit? I don't, and neither does my wife. So why should you? Just because I happen to have a few years doesn't mean I'm that cranky old dude that's screaming, "Get off my lawn!" That's not me. So understand this. When I come across as hard on something, there's a particular reason for it. When I call out a promo because it collapses on itself, there's a reason for it. It's not that I want to see that particular wrestler fail. Far from it. Because the fans are popping doesn't mean you're doing it right. It's like I always used to say, I managed a band in college one time, and the recording sessions and the practice sessions would take 5 times as long as the actual concert. And the problem was, they were so busy trying to be perfect, they forgot how to be a band. And I used to tell them, look, the only person that knows you screwed up is you. Half the fans are drunk. They just want to hear the music and have fun. They don't notice that you missed a word. So let's get the music part right and worry about the words later. In wrestling, you can't do that because your promo's going to hang with somebody. And if it collapses on something, you've lost that fan. So in that particular scenario, if you're starting a promo off, it needs to end where it started. That way you encompass the entirety of your fan base. So I feel perfectly justified saying, hey, we had a whole show where promos collapsed in on themselves. Because right now you're just enjoying the wealth of being who you are. It doesn't mean I want to see somebody fail. It doesn't mean that I want to see Randy Orton retire. It doesn't mean that Cody Rhodes is still not a great wrestler. It doesn't mean that Cody Rhodes can't cut a promo. It doesn't mean that Randy Orton can't cut a promo. It just means that in that one particular instance, it collapsed on itself, and you bet your damn ass I called it out. A lot of people called it out. This MJF thing, for real, is giving me like creep vibes. I'm calling it out right here, right now. have said on many a stream, MJF, if you really want to go to WWE, if you want to pattern yourself even harder after a WWE character, just tell Tony, hey, you know, this contract shit ain't working out for me, and I want to go try out for WWE. I'm sure Tony will just let you walk out. You guys are friends. But if you're not happy doing what you're doing, just fucking say it. There, I said it. I don't have a problem with that. Now, MJF may block me. I don't give a shit. But the reality of all of this is that as fans, if we don't keep our lenses clean, you'll wind up wondering, oh, what the hell happened to him? I'll tell you what the hell happened to him. He's great to you. She's great to you. But they've done enough to turn the casual fan off that they're no longer popular in the general sense. I have certain wrestlers that I absolutely believe can be pushed to the highest level of the card that they're on right now. And I call that out. I don't get any hate or flame for that because somewhere down the road somebody likes them. The problem with most wrestling fans is they find something that appeals to them, and if somebody out there says, well, you know what, so-and-so screwed up here, instead of actually inflecting on it, instead of actually ingesting the comment, a lot of you go out and, oh, this guy right here, he's fucking bullshit. He doesn't know what he's doing. Or in my case, it's like, shut up, old man. The fact of the matter is 99% of the shit you think you know is something somebody told you. And that's fact. And I don't care how that tastes going down. Because nobody ever cared how it tasted going down while I was learning that. And once I learned it, I'm like, you know what? They were right. And they didn't give a shit. So I don't give a shit how it tastes going down. I do not want to see anything fail. I do not want to see any professional wrestler fail, and I damn sure don't want to see anybody get hurt doing a business that I absolutely love. And we should all be that way. And if you're not, the problem is you. It's not me. It's not Covalent TV. It's not any of us who are quote-unquote shock jocks. Because we're not trying to shock you. We're just trying to tell you something. There's this book called The Emperor's New Clothes. If you have not read it, it is the most prolific book for the generation and the times that we are living in right now. It is the most prolific book for the state of affairs in professional wrestling right now. It is the most prolific book for the state of affairs in professional sports in general right now. Because I'm telling you, there are a lot of instances where the Emperor has no clothes. And if you have never read the book, you will never know that. You will never understand what I'm talking about. You will never be properly educated so that you can think for yourself. And that goes for other areas of this world as well, not just politics. That goes for relationships, your religion, your relationship with your friends, and everything else. So on this commentary right here, right now, today, on this opinion post, because this is strictly opinion. This is not facts, data, and statistics. This is not a red light. This is not drone accountability on another one. This is real fucking life. These are the things you were not taught growing up. These are the things that weren't in a classroom for you. These are things that will never be in a classroom because if they expose you to them, they expose themselves. This is real life. And it's time a lot of you jumped in there and joined the rest of us. That concludes my commentary for today. I hope everybody has a pleasant Sunday.